الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيد الأنبياء والمرسلين وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين ثم أما بعد السلام عليكم Husna. Last couple of classes we've talked about the passive, right? And the words like anzala become unzila, words like yunzilu become yunzalu. The past tense is u and e. Lots of u's, one e, right, before the end. And the present tense is u and a. One u and as many a's as necessary. Sukoons stay sukoons. So you don't really change those, right? So that's what we've learned. Yeah, but today we're going to start a really important subject, and this was kind of getting you ready for that subject. That wasn't our main subject. The main subject of Unit 3 is called Sarf, the basics of Sarf. And it actually requires quite a bit of memorization. But before we get into the memorization, I want to teach you something about the importance of this subject, okay? I want you to imagine, for example, there's a machine that the Arabs invented thousands of years ago. And when you put a word inside this machine, and you turn this machine on, it can take that one word and turn it into like 100 words. Okay? It can take that one word and split it into 100 words. And so, instead of you having to learn 100 words, you just have to learn how to use this machine. If you can use this machine, then you can just learn one word and make 100 words yourself. Okay? That machine is called Sarf. That's what I want to teach you. How do you take a word and make lots and lots of words out of it, and all of them make sense, and you know how to make sense out of each one of them. Okay? Now, in order to do that, one of the first things I want to teach you is, so far we did memorize the past tense, we did memorize the present tense, right? But we didn't memorize, like if you learned the past tense, let's just say you learned, which maybe you haven't learned yet, ta'allama. Ta'allama means he learned. He learned, okay? What's going to be the present tense of ta'allama? You don't know. I have to tell you. Right? I have to tell you.
Yeah.
Okay? So I'm going to teach you a way, at least today we'll start, for some words, when you see them in the past tense, you can actually correctly guess what the present tense is going to be.
Okay.
How do you do that? Because we kind of studied the past tense on its own, and we studied the present tense on its own. But now we got to try to figure out, if I know the past tense, can I guess the present tense? And vice versa. If I see a present tense I can recognize, can I guess the past tense? So that's what we're going to start off with today, okay? So here's what I want you to notice. There's a guy named Aslama. He's a past tense.
Okay.
Okay? And he married a girl named Yuslimu.
Okay.
Okay? That's the present tense.
Okay.
So the past tense married the present tense. Aslama means he became Muslim. Yuslimu means he becomes Muslim. Well, I'm just making up a story, okay? So there's a guy named Aslama, he marries a girl named Yuslimu. Okay? So he thought maybe I can marry a girl named, I don't know, Yaslimu. But his dad said, no, you have to marry a girl named Yuslimu. So he said, can I marry a girl named Yuslumu? Nope, you have to marry a girl named Yuslimu. And one day you will have a baby, and you will name your baby Islam. Islaman. Okay, I made it nasab just for fun. Okay, it's an ism. So their baby is an ism. Aslama marries who? Yuslimu, and the child's name is Islam. Okay, now I'll tell you what all these three, how they make sense in a second. But I want you to look at the bottom. Okay, can you read these words for me? The ones I wrote on the screen. Let me make it a little smaller so they all fit in one line. Okay, read from the beginning here. Good. Okay, now, here's a hard question. What was that family I introduced you to? Aslama, Yuslimu, Islaman. These are all past tenses. What was the past tense the family I made you introduce you to? What was the past tense in that family?
Past tense.
Aslama was the past tense. You have to find out which of these words are cousins with Aslama. Cousins kind of look similar sometimes. They have similar features. Maybe they're sisters, brothers. Okay? which of these words are, and they're all past tenses, are cousins with the past tense Aslama? Is Nasara cousins with Aslama? Kataba Aslama? Sami'a Aslama? Ashraka Aslama? Ab'ada Aslama? Anqaba Aslama? Or Istaghfara Aslama? Which of them? Can you guess?
Ashraka, Abada, and Qada.
You're right. You're right. And and I'm not even going to explain how you figured that out. I'm just going to let you work through it yourself, okay? It seems to me that Aslama is pretty similar to Ashraka, Ab'ada, and Anqaba. So I'm going to say they're in the same family. They're in the same family. I'm going to write some more words. Okay? What tense is this? Past or present? This line.
Present.
This looks present tense. The yeah, right? All present tense. Only one of these words, obviously because they're all present tense, their cousin's going to be a present tense or their sister is going to be a present tense too. What's the present tense in the family I know?
Present tense. Yuslimu.
Okay. Which one of these? Say them out loud. Say.
Yunzilu. يعلم.
Good.
يتنزل. يستغفر. يتظاهر.
Good. يتظاهر. Which of these do you think is cousins with yuslimu?
ينزل.
Anybody else?
No.
You're right. Nobody else. Just yunzilu. Good job, girl, with recognition. All right. Now, last exercise, okay? Sorry, mistyped. Oops. Okay, read these words.
Okay. انقلبا.
انقلابا.
انقلابا. افتتاحا. استغفارا.
Good.
جهادا. تعليما. إشراقا.
إشراقا. I'm trying to find out which of them is cousins with Islam. Islaman. Only one of them is. You think it's inqilaban? Islaman? Inqilaban?
No.
Islaman? Iftitahan?
No.
Islaman? Istighfaran? Islaman? Jihadan?
No.
Islaman? Ta'liman?
No.
Islaman? Ishraqan?
Yes.
You can hear it, right? What you're learning to do is you're learning to recognize words that belong in a family. The family you have to memorize right now is Aslama Yuslimu Islaman. Say it.
Aslama Yuslimu Islaman.
Say it 5 times.
Aslama Yuslimu Islaman. Aslama Yuslimu Islaman. Aslama Yuslimu Islaman. Aslama Yuslimu Islaman.
Okay, check this out. Let me tell you what this is right now.
Okay.
Aslama is past tense. Yuslimu is present tense. Islaman is what is called the masdar. It's called the masdar is an ism. It's a kind of ism.
Okay.
Do you remember the definition of an ism?
Person, place, thing, idea, adjective, adverb, and more.
Wonderful. Person, place, thing, idea, adjective, adverb, and more. Masdar is the Arabic word for idea.
Oh.
Remember, an ism could be person, place, thing, idea. The masdar is the idea. And ideas are said by using the word to. Okay? So here's what it is. He submitted.
Okay.
He submits.
Okay.
To submit.
Oh, I get it.
To submit is an idea.
Right.
You got it? Another way to say an idea is with ing. Submitting. The idea of? Submitting. Okay? Another way to say idea sometimes is with a shan at the end. So the idea of? Submission.
Submission. Okay.
Submission. Submitting, to submit, submission. But those are all in the end what? Ideas. And the word for ideas in our class is? Masdar. Masdar. Got it? So Aslama is the past tense. Yuslimu is the present tense. And Islam is the masdar. Now, say the family without looking at it. Close your eyes and say it.
Aslama yuslimu islaman.
Very good. Now look at this.
Akhbara. Akhbara. Ashraka. Afsada. Alhama.
They're all cousins with Aslama. Right?
Yeah.
All of them are.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, if they are all cousins with Aslama, their families, like their past tense, present tense, and masdar, will look exactly like Aslama. So if you've memorized, what have you memorized? Aslama, Yuslimu, Islaman. Since you've memorized it, it lives in your head now. So I'm going to get rid of it off the screen. It's gone. Now it lives in your head, not on the screen anymore. What is it? What did you memorize? What's the name of the family? That's the Islam family.
Okay.
All of these words are related to the Islam family. So listen to the first one. Anqada, yunqidu, inqadan. Just like Aslama, Yuslimu, Islam. Did you see what I did? I'll do it again. Anqada, yunqidu, Islaman. So, very good. Try the second one.
Abada, yub'idu.
Good. You make the dhamma clear. Yub'idu.
Okay, yub'idu. Ib'adan.
Nice. Try a third one.
Ashraka, yushriku, ishrakan.
Yes. Afsada.
Afsada, yufsidu, ifsadan.
Wow. Alhama.
Alhama, yulhimu, islaman.
No. Alhama. Yulhimu.
Ilhaman.
Good. Asbaha.
Asbaha, yusbihu, isbahan.
Perfect Arabic. You just made a past tense and you correctly said the present tense and correctly made a masdar. You didn't have to learn it in a dictionary. All you had to know was what family?
Islam family.
What's the Islam family? Give me the Islam family. Aslama Yuslimu Islaman. Now, that means this family, we're almost done now.
Okay.
What this means, because I'm not going to teach you more than really just these three words. Aslama Yuslimu and Islaman. So I'm reading Surah Al-Kahf. Alhamdulillahi alladhi Anzala. Is that in the Aslama family?
Yeah.
So what's the family, the whole family of Anzala then?
Anzala, yunzilu, inzalan.
Anzala yunzilu inzalan. That's the family of that word.
Okay.
Qayyiban li yunzira, qayyiban li yunzira. That's what the ayah says. But that's the light version. Because light version ends with fatha. The normal version ends with dhamma. Yunziru. Is yunziru from the Aslama family? Well, if it's a present tense, you should compare it with the present tense of the Aslama family. What's the present tense of the Aslama family?
Yuslimu.
Yunziru is like Yuslimu or no?
Uh-huh.
It is? Can you give me the whole family then? This is kind of hard because you got to work backwards.
Anzara,
Fantastic.
yundiru, inzaran.
Indara. Wow. 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 That is redemption from yesterday because you were stinking like an old sock yesterday. But now, oh man. Anzara yundiru. Indara. Very nice. That's up. Now watch the last bit of this, okay? Go back to Aslama Yuslimu and
Islaman.
Yuslimu and
Islaman.
Islaman. Now let me tell you. We're going to build this more. We're going to work with this family a long time. Then I'll teach you another family, then another, then another, then another, then another, then another. Eventually you will learn 15 families. And you will know them by heart. And you'll just be able to say them on your own, without a paper. And you don't know this subject is called Sarf. The subject is called Sarf. And you don't know Sarf until it's all in your head. You cannot look, Sarf is not in your notes. Sarf has to live in your head. First thing in your head today is Aslama Yuslimu Islama. Now let me tell you, how many words are you looking at?
3.
No. You're looking at 14 words here, you're looking at 14 words here, and you're looking at 9 words here. Let me show you how. Huwa Aslama. Go ahead.
Huwa aslama, hum aslamu, hiya aslamat, huma aslamata, hunna aslamna, anta aslamta, antuma aslamtuma, antum aslamtum, anti aslamti, antuma aslamtuma, antunna aslamtunna, ana aslamtu, nahnu aslamna.
Yuslimu. How am I starting that off?
Huwa yuslimu, huma yuslimani, hum yuslimuna, hiya tuslimu, huma tuslimani, hunna yuslimna. أنت تسلم أنتما تسلمان أنتم تسلمون أنت تسلمين أنتما تسلمان أنتن تسلمن أنا أسلم نحن نسلم.
That's 28 words already. Remember I told you Sarf is a machine. You put a word in and it starts giving you
A lot.
lots of words. How many words did I say this is going to be?
9.
9. You remember page 6 Muslimun? You remember that chart? Even though this is not Muslimun, can you tell me the Muslimun chart from what you remember?
Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin, Muslimani, Muslimaini, Muslimaini, Muslimuna, Muslimina, Muslimina, Muslimatun, Muslimatan, Muslimatin, Muslimatani, Muslimataini, Muslimataini, Muslimatun, Muslimatan, Muslimatin.
Now listen to me carefully. We're going to modify that chart for the Masdar. The Masdar uses page 6. The Masdar uses page 6. But it uses the first 2 columns from the masculine chart, and it uses the last column from the feminine chart. So here's what it looks like. Islamun, Islaman, Islamin, Islamani, Islamaini, Islamaini. Then you have to switch over to the feminine plural. Islamatun, Islamatin, Islamatin. You got it? Can you give me just to make me happy? Afsada. Can you finish the family?
Afsada yufsidu ifsadan.
You are unbelievable today. Give me the 9 words for afsada or ifsadan. Page 6. No. Page 6.
Oh.
Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin.
Ufsidun.
No.
Wait. Ifsadun. Ifsadan, ifsadin.
Good.
Ifsadani, ifsadaini, ifsadaini.
Wow.
Ifsadatun, ifsadatin, ifsadatin.
Ah, so good. Very good. Very, very good. Congratulations. We're starting our first family, girl. This is Sarf, yo. After Unit 3, you're going to be a monster. Barakallahu li wa lakum fil Qur'an al-Hakim wa nafa'ni wa iyyakum bil ayati wa dhikr al-Hakim. Memorize Aslama Yuslimu Islaman, everybody.